You're insane!
Hello, and welcome to the Madhouse, episode number 78. I'm Ultimate Spy 53, the host of this episode of the podcast, and joining me for this episode, I have...
I am Steven. I exist. Somehow. Yeah, I'm Steven. Also known as Pete. Hi.
Hi, I'm Lucas.
I'm Chakky. I'm a weeb.
Yo, back at it again with another podcast.
Hey.
What is up, guys? It's me again, Kaylee.
Alright, so, the topic for tonight, there really isn't much, news in the entertainment world like we usually have. There's some stuff, but it's mainly just things we've already seen before, things we, like there's new TV shows coming out, but this nerd group doesn't really watch those. That's fine, or we haven't watched. That's okay.
Popular TV shows.
Yeah. But I figured I mentioned to Chakky. I mentioned to Chakky that that a meme episode would be really fun to do because a lot of us really love memes because they're really funny. And so I figure because a lot of us are really big fans of memes, it would be fun to just talk about memes, but in specific where each of them came from, because there was a video called 101 Facts About Memes, and it's basically the guy in the video explained like different things about where each of them came from. So who wants to start talking about like where the first memes came from? I'm just gonna, okay, let me see. The first one that I think is really fun, and that's a reaction video of this, is the Badger meme. It's kind of a meme, really, sort of. It's just like a random viral video. Yeah, that one.
I've never heard of this meme.
I guess it's sort of a meme. It's like...
Is it a recent meme, or...
It was originally on the site Weeble stuff.
It's from like 2006.
Oh, that explains it.
It is kind of a meme. I feel like it didn't start as a meme, but it kind of grew into that. It kind of grew into that.
Is?
I do know. I do know what a meme is, but I don't think it started. I don't think it was actually a meme until people really started to repeat it. Like people started to really get like.
Here's the thing I need to let you guys in on about memes. Okay, if you try and create a meme, it's not gonna work. Memes never.
Actually, it has worked.
Yeah, but like very rarely, if ever, does that work. Memes are always things that just they are not something you can try and make.
What you do to make a meme is you gotta do something ironically, and people will start doing it too.
Yep.
Right. But
totally.
That's like the only way. Otherwise, like 95% of the memes I know of are created spontaneously. Like something catches on, like Salt Bay. You've got the React. You've got there's the Salt Bay. There's Catch Me Outside. How about that? There's the campaign memes. All of those are natural memes. They're never nobody ever tries to create them, but that's why. But they end up becoming a meme because fidget spinners, things like that. They never happen.
Well, that's not really a meme. That's just like a toy.
I can do that.
I have a toy. I have that exact toy. It's really more like a toy. But the Badger meme, actually, I re-encountered it via a episode of the Fine Brothers Entertainment Videos, which is a React channel, and some of these kids reacted to the Badger song. It is the most random video ever. It's like you have all these badgers lined up, or skunks, whatever, just lined up, and then you have mushroom, and then suddenly out of nowhere there's this snake that goes just kind of like slithers around. I was like, what? It's the most what the fuck episode. It's the most what the fuck video ever. I don't understand it.
Okay, I need to give you guys a little bit of a history of memes. Like, okay, there are different types.
Yeah.
You know it.
I have one too.
Of course.
Mine lights up.
Yes, I would.
I don't know what mine is, but.
So, I've got to explain something about memes. There are different types of memes.
I know that part.
You've got rage faces, reaction gifs, you've got reaction pictures, you've got that moment when, you've got all of
funny ones.
Yeah, but guess what? Memes are... There is this site called NASDAQ.
What? What is it called?
NASDAQ. It's like NASDAQ, but for memes.
Oh my god! The fucking meme stock market. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What? As a species.
But yeah, that particular song was the most random song you could ever hear, and I don't even know what it means. It's like, you have these badgers, and then you have mushrooms, and then you have a snake, and then it kept repeating loop after it's like, what is even happening in this video? And it's so popular, but it makes no sense at all. It's like, why are there a bunch of badgers, why is there mushrooms, and why is there a snake making a weird, like, gibberish singing voice and then going something along? It doesn't make any sense. And I remember seeing that video, and it was like I think my before YouTube ever happened, before I was even in YouTube, before I started my YouTube, I guess, career in this case, it's not really a career, but like my YouTube life started, I watched that video with my brother on Weeble Stuff, which is really, it's a great site for just the randomest videos ever, videos that they don't actually have to make sense. They're just like videos, they're like WTF videos, like what am I watching kind of videos. And the Badger meme, I guess, I really wouldn't really call it a meme, but it kind of feels like a meme at this point, because it's so random. Yeah, I guess, I really do feel like it's a meme, because it's so random, and that's why it became a meme, I guess, in this case, because it's just so random, it makes no sense at all. It's like, why are there a bunch of badgers teleporting behind each other, and why is the camera zooming up on mushrooms or repeating the word mushrooms?
Weeble does stupid shit. It's
exactly.
The Weeble jam.
And of course, you have a snake, and it doesn't make any sense, and I don't even know where it came from. I think it was originally, I think that video, I think Weeble Stuff wasn't even around when YouTube started. I think they were before YouTube ever happened, and it is the most randomly funny content you could ever see. Some of the most, I think, yeah, one of the most scariest content video that I ever saw was a video where a guy was sitting in the kitchen watching a news report about a monster, and then suddenly he just sits there in silence, and then suddenly this giant freak toy just pops out and just grabs him and he just disappears, and it's like, suddenly it's like, he's like, and suddenly he just takes him away, and all you see is shoes and then like a water faucet going off. It's like, what the fuck? So I didn't really understand that video, but a lot of the content on Weeble Stuff, when I was growing up, a lot of it was just random shit that I had no idea what was going on. But it was still really funny. And that's what made those content really funny. And that's what made a lot of them into memes, like the Badger meme. And I really have no idea where it came from. But that's the funny part about it. That's why it's so random, because it makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
And that's why it's great.
Okay, that's the point.
Yeah, it's the point.
That's Weeble's thing, man. He just sits down and goes, how can I make a video that makes the least amount of sense possible?
Exactly. And then the next meme is Rickroll.
Dude, pet shop. Fucking pet shop.
Pet shop? What the hell was that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a Weeble video.
Okay, so as I was saying before about NASDAQ, there's literally a site where you can invest in memes using made-up money.
What?
And it's like NASDAQ, like the New York Stock Exchange, but for memes. Now here's basically how it works. I mean,
Invest in memes. Like, you literally put physical money into it?
I don't know.
No, you
I would
can't.
imagine not.
It's a made-up currency.
But I think one of the best memes of the 80s is Rickroll, and I was originally watching a video on this, and it's honestly one of the most trolling videos you could ever watch. It's basically it's a video called it's called Rickroll, but it's actually, the term is called Rickroll, but the actual song is completely different. It's I can't remember exactly how the song goes, but it's this 80s song by Rick Astley, and it's a really good song, but it's also the most trolling song you could ever watch. I'm never gonna give you. The song is "I'm Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley. It is such a troll, because I remember downloading I think it was a video or an episode of a show, and it was like, it turned out to be the file size tricked me, and it said, oh, hundreds of megabytes. Great, that's the TV show amount. They should like 40 minutes of the TV show. Great, that's the episode. Turns out 13 seconds of the video. It's like, oh, come on, okay, what is the video? And then it turned out it was a Rickroll. And it is one of the greatest 80s memes, and it's like one of the greatest 80s memes that has not been a meme forever, to this day, and it's one of the greatest memes of that era. And it's such a great meme, because it's the most trolling song ever, because it is it's a great meme. Really, honestly, it's a great meme, and I mean, to think that I mean, I wasn't. None of us were alive in the '80s, so we wouldn't even know where that song came from. And I think at this point it has gotten over 300 million views on YouTube right now, which is insane. But even then, I think it's a really. I'm not a big fan of the song, honestly, but it's still a great. It's a great, you know.
Meaningless travel.
And I don't even know how it became a meme. It just happened. Some people liked it, and suddenly it's now the troll song.
Me neither.
Like now it's the song that trolls you every time you.
Song is something else.
What?
Troll song is something.
But it's the most. I'd say I'm saying it's currently the most trolling song you could ever encounter, because it is so ridiculously crazy, and it's like whenever you watch it, it's like, oh come on, like it's one of those songs where you don't really expect it, and when you see it, it's like, really, that kind of thing. So I feel like the Rickroll is honestly one of the craziest songs you could ever listen to. Even as a music video, because it's such an old song. I actually originally thought it was from the 70s, but apparently it's from the 80s, and I didn't even know that. Like, I wasn't alive then, so I wouldn't know, but...
I didn't think it's really... It's not like it's from the 70s. Sound, like...
Yeah.
What?
I wasn't aware. I thought it was from the 70s, but apparently it's from the 80s. It's one of the most popular songs of that era, and I don't know when it was uploaded to YouTube, but it's a really catchy song, but it's so annoying. Like, it's incredibly annoying, and that's only one of many videos that became memes. What do you guys think? Is that you know, you think that Rickroll was one of the greatest memes of our time until more memes came into existence?
That's one of the greatest.
Rickroll.
Honestly, I'm not sure. You know.
Never gonna give you up. I don't know the lyrics, but it's like.
Never gonna give you. Never gonna let you
down.
The song is from the 70s, by the way.
No, it's from the 80s.
Ah.
Pretty sure it's from the 80s, but it's crazy because Rick Astley is actually making more videos now. He's actually making more music videos now. And it's like every time you hear the start of that music, it's like, oh no, because you know what's gonna happen, because there was the actors in the video were like they were like, I think it was Smosh at one point, we're watching the video and they knew what the song was, and then it was like, oh, a water, I think an ocean, cool, and then suddenly it's like, I think it was like a wormhole. It's like, ooh, this is cool, and then it's like coming up on the news, like, oh, what's the news say? Breaking news, and then of course the Rickroll played. It's like, oh come on, and
wow.
I was humiliated by the fact that I downloaded a video and it turned out to be a Rickroll, because that's gonna happen to you. You're gonna. There's no stopping that song. It's gonna happen, no matter how badly wanted to stop. It's not gonna stop.
Nobody fucking Rickrolls it. It's so old. Such an old meme.
It is old, but it's still useful. It's still a useful meme to actually. Yeah.
It's from like it hasn't really been a thing since like 2007.
Well, I don't know when it was uploaded, but yeah, around that time.
The last Rickroll I had ever done was like when I was in middle school, and like it was old even then.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
In like 2011.
I have to say that it's dead.
It is such an old meme, and it's honestly one of the greatest memes. I don't even know when memes were a thing. I think that was like the first meme that ever existed was Rickroll.
Well, you know, memes have been around since the 1800s.
They have?
That's the actual definition of the word meme.
Wow.
Look it up.
I didn't know that.
Dude from the 1800s invented that.
Huh. I just thought that was the first like actual meme that it was even recorded to be like.
And there are medieval reactions
was, like an
from like
thing.
the 1500s.
Wow.
So,
that's crazy.
Really?
I did not know that.
Not the modern definition.
I did not know that. That's really interesting. But yeah, it's still a crazy song, and it's really hard not to watch it and like feel so humiliated that you clicked on a video and it turned out to be a Rickroll. Because I remember, I think there was like many trailers of like you know, official trailer for blank movie coming out next year. It's like, ooh, and then it's like, oh come on, like it literally every big trailer that happened, it's like, you know, it says official. It's like, oh, no, and you look at it, it's like, really? That didn't cut. I didn't like. You didn't see that coming. Is that the Rickroll and he gets it? It's just so terrible.
Look at the channel name.
I know, but still.
Look at the.
Because there was and the next meme that
the person that uploaded the thing.
I don't know, but the next meme I want to talk about that everyone knows, it is one of the greatest memes that ever came out of a Transformers movie, was Do by Shia LaBeouf. And it's honestly the funniest meme ever because there was a YTP of Do It where it was basically Shia LaBeouf.
Don't let your memes be dreams. Just
kind of reminds me of Senator Palpatine.
It was literally a YTP of Shia LaBeouf going. He basically demotivates you. He's like, nothing is possible, and it's like stop giving up. It's like give up, or I think it was like.
This is my favorite thing of all time. This video that I'm about to share with you all. This is my favorite thing.
So anyway, as I was saying earlier about NASDAQ,
yeah,
it's literally like the stock market but for memes.
Yep.
I see that.
I can totally understand that.
Yeah. NASDAQ is basically an a stock market but for memes. You can invest in a meme as a made-up currency as the meme's value. Now, the meme's value is based on how normified it is, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the term I heard on Reddit.
That's crazy.
Anyway, the more mainstream the meme, the lower the value goes.
Wow.
Which is kind of unexpected, but I digress.
Yeah.
And as the meme fades into obscurity or isn't known by very many people, is more of an in-joke, the meme's value goes up. You invest in that meme using this made-up currency, and then you can get more currency by selling your shares in the meme as it goes. It's basically the same basic premise as the stock market, as the real thing.
Yeah.
Except
it has absolutely no value whatsoever.
Yeah, it's literally just one thing, and you can view, like, you can view the,
Pen by apple pen.
You can view the current trends. You can view the current trends of the memes on the actual website itself, and you can even create an account, but you need to go on the Facebook page and win a beta key in order to do that, and I'm not sure how to do that, and I haven't done that, but it's a thing. You can still view all of the memes trends. Like, Evil Kermit's been on a downward spiral since January of 2016, so you do not want to invest in them.
Yeah. Totally. I can understand that, but I get your saying. That's a really interesting way to put perspective on memes. I never really thought about like how memes could actually be a currency. That's really interesting, actually.
Yeah, and they have a magazine called Meme Insider.
Wow.
Like Business Insider, but for memes. And I'm getting in on that. Because of course I would.
Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, honestly, I think that Do It, I think the reason why Do It became a meme in the first place, this is my opinion, is after Transformers ruined Shia LaBeouf. Like after he left Transformers and, you know, I guess he got arrested or something, he became crazy enough to do this. I don't know what happened. Actually, I don't even know what happened really, but I know that he went on this green screen and suddenly made a motivational speech, and it somehow became a meme. I have no idea how it became a meme. It just became a meme of.
Nobody knows how things become memes. That's how memes work.
But it's really interesting how it did. It just happened, and it's all about him saying, "Do it."
When a large amount of people find something funny, that's how memes happen.
Yeah, exactly. And that was one of the funniest memes ever to happen.
The joke becomes overused,
exactly.
And more normified and more mainstream.
There was a SpongeBob episode
just like
this.
Relevant.
Yeah, and the fact that this meme actually became a YTP is even greater because it was.
Yes,
it's honestly one of the funniest memes I've seen. Even a video meme, it's still a really funny meme because it's Shia LaBeouf with, you know, Jared Butler style hair saying "Do it" in a full beard, even though he looks like he came from the set of Transformers after 8 years, and he looks like he almost looks like complete shit because he hasn't shaved his beard, and he's like, okay, you know what, do it, just do it. And that YTP, it became a meme because of the fact that he's like, don't make your memes be dreams. And
don't let your memes be dreams.
What you were saying?
Have you guys seen the Shia LaBeouf music video?
That's what we're talking about, actually. Oh, you're talking about Shia LaBeouf, with the heads?
No, not the Just Do It, a different one.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen that one. At the end of that, guys, can you stop with the posting? I'm bothering my phone. At the end of that video, it was actually really funny because Shia LaBeouf, I guess they filmed a part, like they took footage or something from Shia LaBeouf in a theater, or maybe that was a real thing. I don't know if it was or not. But basically, he sits down, he starts clapping for no reason at all, like he's ashamed of clapping, and then he just leaves.
Oh, that was at the end of actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
It really was? That's crazy.
You ever seen actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf?
I have actually. I have multiple times, yeah.
Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know if that inspired Do It or if Do It inspired that one. But I don't know. I feel like Do It is one of my favorite memes, favorite video memes in this case to ever grace the internet.
Even Kermit is still on a downward spiral, dude. It's,
Wait, Kermit's?
Oh, okay.
You're talking about
so
Kermit?
It's called GBP. That's the currency of NASDAQ.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what it stands for. I don't remember. I'd have to check the Reddit post again, the subreddit. But
Yeah.
NASDAQ NDQA. What is? Yeah, memes that are on that.
Ah, there you go.
Damn, brain levels.
Downward spiral.
All of these are going downward spiral. Stranger Things news trending.
What was that?
12.56 GBP and 1.4% increase. That's not bad.
That's interesting.
This
But
is
yeah.
fine has been on a bit of a downward spiral too. Really, I'm not surprised.
This is fine.
I'm not surprised. Down 15.42 GBP.
Oh, I just remembered a really good meme. I don't know if you remember this meme exactly, but it's from the movie 300, which I never saw, and it's literally the guy saying, "This is Sparta." Basically, that was it.
You gotta be kidding me. How is Pickle Rick of all memes on a downward spiral?
You know what I'm talking about?
8.45 GBP with a negative
Hey guys,
0.24 trend.
do you know what I'm talking about, right?
Talking about what?
I think it's the meme where Jared Butler in the movie 300 says, "This is Sparta."
Oh, this is Sparta meme.
It's
I could look that up.
It's a really good meme, honestly, because it became a video meme, and it's like, "This is Sparta," and then just and it becomes.
Best meme.
It is a meme,
Best meme.
and it's well, I wouldn't really compare it to Do It
In
because
the middle of our house.
that song.
In the middle of our house.
But yeah, I honestly.
My fucking game grumps because reasons.
Oh yeah, that's cool. But still, yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like Do It came. I feel like Do It came after Sparta. I don't know. I feel like it did because Do It was more. I feel like it's more funny because Do It, it's supposed to be motivational, but a lot of the time it's funny because of the way it's done. Is that supposed to be a meme?
Our house in the middle of our house.
Well, that's a song. I know that's a song, but I don't know if it's a meme. Is that a meme?
It's the best. It's a meme video.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I remember that song, but I don't remember becoming a meme ever becoming a meme. I know that Sparta and Do It did become memes. I don't know which one came first, but I feel like Do It was honestly funnier. I don't know. I just having
Can't find either of those on the stock
having
on
Shia LaBeouf shout at you to motivate you is, I feel like it's more funny because he's always been he's just when him saying Do It is just like the funniest thing to watch. Especially in a video where someone has actually turned it into a
so many
YTP.
downward trends going on in this. Unreal.
Really?
Like literally the only things that are actually on an uptrend right now are Stranger Things, NASDAQ itself, and like dollar RSFE is not bad though. It's on. There's no decrease or increase there. Percent trend.
Where do you? My question is, where do you think Do It came from? Like, where do you think its origins were from?
There's a YouTube channel called Behind the Meme that would probably have the answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know it just became, it was just him doing a motivational speech for no reason at all. I don't even know what the reason was for that, but somehow or another it just became a meme, and it's honestly one of the greatest memes ever to be on there.
Not in the thumbnail, but in like the
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thumbnail. Yeah.
But yeah, and there's also Sparta, which I never saw the movie for that, but it was apparently a movie with Spartans in it, not Halo, but Spartans like from the the Dark Ages. Hey guys, can I talk? Can you turn that down so I can talk, please? It was apparently a movie from the Dark Ages, like setting in the Dark Ages with Spartans, and the meme started from a scene towards the end of the movie. I want to say between the character played by Jared Butler and another black guy. I don't know who his name was. I've never seen the movie. I just seen that particular scene, and yeah, like he's saying all these things to this other guy, and he's like, you're madman. This is madness. And he's like, madness. Here's his wife, and then he goes, this is Sparta, and then punches off the wall. And somehow that particular scene became into one of the greatest musical memes, or I guess of that particular era. I don't know when it came out, but I know it was a really funny meme because it's so repetitive, and you can find it all over the place because it's so repetitive. Like, it keeps repeating. But it's also a really good meme because it's just so random. Like, you never would have guessed it would become a meme because it's from a movie. And a lot of times movies, well, I feel like movies, that's where memes come from, but it isn't as common as, you know, just YouTube videos in general or music videos. That's just what I think.
That's just, again, Nazi memes are the best memes.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But what do you guys think of this?
Y'all who can't see this right now, I just posted in the chat. It's a picture of Anne Frank. This is
Oh my god, if you think that actually site is...
So what, guys? What do you think of the Sparta meme? Overall, what do you think of the Sparta meme?
It's dead.
But like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, I'd like to hear your opinion of it. I've already said my opinion, but what do you think of it?
Now it's dead.
Sparta meme, I can't find it on the stock market, so I can't speak for that, but I have to say that meme is pretty old.
Yeah?
Yeah, the fact that you can't find it on the meme stock market is pretty indicative of something.
How about you, Lucas? What do you think of the Sparta meme, Lucas?
It's pretty old.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I don't really see it anymore. I've only seen it like in I think I've recently seen it in a YTP, but it's like never really popped up. It's a meme, but like I said before, like all of you, most of you said, it's dead because no one really watches it anymore. It's just like I feel like memes don't last very long. They last maybe like a little bit of time, but it isn't all that like you know.
Like that one became so big, it's in the collective consciousness. Like everybody knows that it was a thing at one point.
And then eventually it's like, yeah, whatever, we'll just forget it. So yeah, and then I think the next meme is, oh, this is a really good meme. So this became a meme after
memes!
Hey, shush. There was this movie that came out in 2011 called X-Men First Class, and I'm pretty sure there was a scene in the movie where Eric Lancher, later known as Magneto, and this is a really funny picture because he's like, I prefer the real blank. I think it was supposed to be the real Raven or whatever, or Mystique, or I think it was the real Raven. And then I said, no, I said the real Raven, and then it's like perfection. So the idea is, it starts with, I prefer the real blank, and then it's like, I said the real blank, and then it's like, perfection. It is honestly the funniest photo meme I've seen.
What about the when did this become hotter than this thing?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying that if those of you who have actually seen the movie I'm talking about, that somehow or another that picture became a meme, because like I remember seeing on Facebook it was a meme. It was he was using that photo meme. It was I prefer the real Joker, and it was a picture of Jared Leto as the Joker, and then it said, I said the real Joker, and then it had a picture of Heath Ledger as the Joker, and then it said, and then you have, and he said, and then below that it has the Batman animated series, and he's like, perfection, because apparently he thinks that the real Joker is from the animated series, and
that is the real Joker.
Yeah, so.
Like me, Heath Ledger fan.
But still, I honestly. He's like, I prefer the real blank. I said the real blank. Perfection. And it's honestly really funny because I think it might have even been a Spider-Man one, but I don't even know if that was a thing. But still, I really, that's a really funny, especially if you've seen that movie. It's been a meme along. Yeah, I've seen that picture before, and it's funny. Do you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Just a second, I'm sending one that I thought was hilarious.
Okay, good. All right, because I found it was really like the photo memes are especially the best ones. Although I do like the video ones, but those are good. But I feel like photo memes they become more funny, especially when you use the impact font. They become, especially the iconic cheeseburger. They're like the memes that really pop up and really sell the idea of meme in the first place. And that's where the photo memes would come from, because a lot of movies, like stills for movies, the perfect moments for movies, that's where I think it's basically the best lines from movies end up becoming actual memes. Like Lord of the Rings, or if it be X-Men First Class, what I'm talking about, or even, you know, I guess Matrix. Yeah, I guess Matrix ended. I think the Morpheus scene did become a meme at one point. I don't even know which scene it was, but I know there was a scene.
What about the Star Wars prequels?
I was gonna get to that right now actually. So there was a meme for Star Wars Episode 3 where it's you can't watch all 6 movies in 24 hours, something like that, and then Anakin's like, you underestimate my power, and
Let me see.
it's hilarious.
That meme better be trending.
It is trending. I will,
God.
not just the I prefer the real blank, but also the you underestimate my power thing with everything. I think you can't bake that cake, Anakin. You underestimate my flour.
Yeah. We got another trending meme here. This meme 500. That's
Oh,
the next
jeez.
meme. What is that?
I prefer the real Senate. I said the real Senate. Perfection.
That's just Palpatine.
And then it's Palpatine. That's perfect.
Is
For
that
you
what
listeners, Lucas, a friend of ours, a member in the podcast right now, he just posted a really funny meme of Magneto from X-Men First Class saying, "I prefer the real Senate, which is the government. I said the real Senate, which is the Senate from Star Wars." And then he said, "I said the real," and then he said perfection after pointing out Palpatine, because he is the Senate.
Of course he's the Senate.
Yeah,
He's fucking Palpatine.
he planned out to say that in episode 3, but yeah, I felt like the two best ones were you can't watch all 6 movies in a day. I think it was. I might have been wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it was that. And then Anakin's like, "You underestimate my power," and that was so funny. And then there was another one that was similar. It was Anakin, you can't bake that cake. You underestimate my flour.
I saw that not too long ago.
It was hilarious.
Ooh, Darth Vader's actually not on a downward spiral anymore.
Do it.
And then it's I think another Star Wars meme is I have the higher ground. I think there was a higher ground one. It was I have the higher ground, and I don't know what memes are there, but it's hilarious. There's some really funny I have the higher ground.
Hello. Look at all these memes. Look at all these memes and trends. Catch Me Outside is a downward spiral too.
I'm gonna see if I can find some more I prefer the real.
Ooh, Hello There is on there, but it's on a downward spiral too.
Oh, I found a really good one. So, I prefer the real Spider-Man, and it's Spider-Man Homecoming. I said the real Spider-Man, and then it's Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3, and then he said perfection by pointing out the goth Parker from Spider-Man 3.
Are you kidding me?
You just go to the Google search, you'll find some of the really best ones. It's honestly the best ever.
Ooh, SpongeBob.
There's a SpongeBob one?
On a 1.64% trend. That's not bad.
I don't remember really any SpongeBob ones.
0.2661 GDP though.
I don't remember any SpongeBob ones, but you have to send me in the chat.
Found the best meme in all of history.
Which one is that?
I posted it. It's amazing.
Don't mind us, people. We're just using the chat, so you'll be getting noises in the chat if you're hearing this. Sorry about that. You were the chosen one. You said you destroyed the nut brown us all. You will bring balance to the branch, not leave it in darkness. I hate you. You're my brother, Anakin. I loved you. That is hilarious.
Why the hell is it on Infinity though?
I don't know, but it's really funny. But yeah, that was a really good meme. And also, I think the next meme that you all remember. I think I've said enough about I prefer the real, right? So are you guys done with the I prefer the real meme, right?
Yes.
So the next meme that I found really funny, and this is a classic meme, is one missing simply blank. It is from the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, where Boromir says, "One mustn't simply walk into Mordor," and the meme becomes, "One mustn't simply blank."
No, it becomes one does not simply helmet into Mordor, and then one does not simply blank. Just saying. One
does not simply. I'm gonna see which ones are the best. One does not simply walk into IKEA and buy one thing. One does not simply catch the swine.
Is trending at 0.6452 GPP, 0.66% trend. That's not bad. Not bad.
I think it's one does not simply talk to their dog in a normal voice. Oh no, they don't. They don't. Oh no, they don't. One does not simply press the elevator button once.
Ideal male body.
So there's quite a lot of really good memes out there. Honestly,
tell me you love me.
You guys remember that meme? One mustn't simply, or one does not simply I think I've got that wrong. One does not simply blank. It's from Lord of the Rings, and it's actually one of the more original memes that came out. I think it was maybe the first meme. One of the first memes that ever came out was one does not simply. A lot of memes, like the photo memes, one that is like stills of pictures, they become like movie stills. Like I want to say the picture from Matrix with Morpheus, where he's in the chair. That's also a meme. I don't know which one it is, but it's also it's a pretty good meme. Oh, what if I told you Minecraft is just Legos but for your computer?
Jesus, look at all these.
What if I told you hashtags on Facebook did nothing?
Oh, that one.
Like some Facebook too.
Yeah, obviously.
Michael Jordan. Jesus, Dark Hermit is fluctuating.
Wait, what?
Madman. I'm still on
Dark Hermit is an awesome meme.
It is.
What?
But it's like
Dark Hermit?
right now.
You're talking about Dark Hermit?
Yes, Dark Hermit.
That's a meme?
Yes, it's a meme. Duh.
I
The
didn't
one where
realize.
it's like me, also me.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dark
It's totally flatline.
Kermit
2.97
meme.
0% anything.
Oh yeah, that one. Didn't that come from that Muppets
Taylor
movie?
Swift's Reputation.
I'm pretty sure there was a Muppet movie,
and
it's
the
a
That's Where
sequel
You're Wrong Kid.
where Kermit became like a doppelganger version of himself, like an evil doppelganger, and that became a meme. I don't even know where that meme came from, but it's really funny. But yeah, overall, I think memes are.
This expanding mind.
Yeah, memes are some of the best things that come out from the internet because it can get some pretty funny stuff out there. Like any movie, any TV show. I don't know about TV shows, but I know that movies are definitely a thing out there that become memes. I don't know how they become memes, but they do, and it's pretty funny.
I understand why Stranger Things 2 is trending at over an almost 26%.
Well, I haven't finished the first season, so you can't really talk about it.
Yes, I can.
Why?
Because I'm talking about the meme.
It's on.
Well, if it spoils the first season or the second season, that I don't know.
I'm not even talking about the series.
Okay,
I'm
good.
talking about
Okay.
the meme.
Okay. I was just confused there.
Okay, I get why that's trending at almost 26%, and
Wow.
that it has a 17.47 GBP right now.
Wow.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I get why Evil Kermit is down by like 0.02%, 49.42 GBP. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But why, in the name of memes, is
The meme guy.
this
What
gonna
is the
be
name of the
good?
meme guy?
But why is improvise, adapt, overcome flatline?
I don't know.
I'm serious. That I only just saw that, and I've barely seen it at all.
I don't know. It's an
I
interesting
mean,
name. It's an interesting
would-
thing to think about. Definitely. I'm not really sure. I mean, I feel like a lot of meme pictures are literally just like they take screenshots of movies and then they just put words on them. That's literally how you make a meme.
Why is hello there?
Oh, you mean
memes-
from Star Wars? Hello there.
memes- The hello there meme should not be down because The Last Jedi is going to be coming out in less than a month.
That's true.
That shit should be up.
Yeah,
And
well, I'm
it's
sure there'll be
only
more
like
memes for the new
49%.
episode. Definitely.
Not blaming, but still, that shit should be up.
Yeah, I feel like. I mean, correct me in saying this, but I feel like a lot of memes nowadays come from big popular movies. That's what I think. I
Well,
feel like,
that is an entire subset of memes.
or
you know?
either big movies or popular internet videos. Memes come from that. Like if it's a video from a
Memes can
meme,
come from anywhere, dude. That's what they do.
or I don't even know if Gangnam Style really counts as a meme. I think just like one of the most popular videos. I don't know if that.
It does, but
Does
it's
it?
Wow, All-Star like really spiked
All-Star.
over the past 2 days.
Oh yeah, that's
really? Where? Let me
that's
see
a
that.
meme I've never
Yeah.
thought
Where
about
is
really.
that? Where is that on here?
Hang on, I'll screenshot it to you.
Oh, yeah, because I never really thought of that as a meme. I just thought it was a really good song.
I don't know why, but it is. I don't know why it spiked for the past 2 days.
Well, let me see that. Dude, where did you
Huh.
get to that? Market.
That's really interesting.
It's $AS.
$.
Wow.
AS.
That's pretty interesting, honestly. To think that
Oh, yeah.
even like music videos become memes in like music videos you don't even think about become memes in the first place. You listen to them and it's like that's a pretty good song and it never really thinks about it. Like I don't know if this really because it's a meme, but it's from the song Let It Go where I don't even know if it was when that song came out, but like I feel like the moment that someone says "Let it go. That's when people start singing the song. I don't even know why, but
Oh,
that
the
song,
floor is
it became,
lava.
I guess that song became a meme. I don't know. I don't even know that really happened,
I'm
but
still confused as to why Hello There is down. Though. It should
That's
not be
really
down
weird.
with The Last Jedi.
I didn't even think about that as a
Yeah,
meme in the first place. I just thought it was just a line. But yeah, I definitely, honestly, I think that a lot of memes come from the biggest lines from movies. Like a lot of the funniest lines from movies, like Star Wars. You know, you underestimate my power, or I had the high ground, or whatever. I don't know any of those things. Like I remember one of the not really a meme, but like I guess his meme. It's this was your father's lightsaber. He killed 30 kids with it.
So it's like only Imperial stormtroopers can see so accurate, and it just shows all the time stormtroopers miss.
Yeah, that was really good. I also remember the meme from episode 4 also where it's like why you shouldn't point a lightsaber toward your face, and then it shows Luke with a lightsaber like at his face, like going through his face, because you'll die or you'll get incinerated, which is really funny. Again, what?
I don't know why All-Star was spiking.
I don't know.
Right. Where the hell is that in this?
What would your favorite meme be if you were to answer that question?
Well, it depends, but based on these stocks right now, I'd say that the just right memes are probably really good.
Just right? Okay.
There's not many memes that are upright.
To buy or sell?
Well, you would definitely want to buy these memes right now, because how the stock market in real life works is the higher the value, you want to buy the memes when... Wait, hold on, let me think about that. You want to buy the memes as they're going down. You want to buy
memes when they're going down, when they're like nothing, and then you can like...
Then you can go and sell them later. No, as they get less popular, you sell them off.
No, I'm talking about...
Oh, yeah, that's
as
right.
they're worth more, you sell them off, because they're worth more.
Right.
Huh. So you can buy meme, huh?
Yeah,
But
memes are getting to be a pretty... I'm sorry. It's a complicated subject. It's just like the stock market.
Totally. So Lucas, what would you say your favorite meme is?
Star Wars prequel memes, just in.
Hell
yeah.
Yes.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, it's General Grievous subset over here, baby.
I totally agree with you on that. I wouldn't really say it's my favorite, but I definitely can see that.
I'm surprised it's not even.
Steve, what would you say your favorite meme is?
And speaking of which, I have a General Grievous meme as my desktop background right now.
Nice.
It's the classic. It's the fine edition. It's the lightsabers meme.
Nice.
Combined with the One Does Not Simple meme.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
So Steve, what would you say your favorite meme is?
I don't know.
There are way too many memes to just have one good.
Chakky, what do you think your favorite meme is?
I would have to say... Oh god, let me think. My favorite meme is probably either Do It or When Did This Become Hotter Than This?
Ah,
Oh my god.
that's a good one, actually. And for me, I'd say both Do It and,
What the hell?
I think I can't really. I have 3 of them. I'd say my top 3 are Do It. I prefer the Real, and You Underestimate My Power. Or any of those Star Wars memes. That's really all I can say about that. So anyway, I think that, is there anything else you guys want to talk about on memes, or are we done?
Nah.
We're good.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this meme episode of the Madhouse. We hope you enjoyed us talking about memes that you may not have heard of, or probably have heard of that you know were memes. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. We really all do appreciate it. And also, subscribe to become a spy for more episodes of the Madhouse. And also, subscribe to Steve Kovoc and Chakky. Both their links will be in the description. You want to check them out. They make some pretty good content, or at least one of them has in the past. The other is not very active anymore, but you know, they can't really blame him anymore. But yeah, we really hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you hit that bell so you can know when more episodes of this particular podcast will be coming out in the future. No, we will probably miss some weeks because that's just gonna happen. But yeah, anyway, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back next time for another episode. All right, bye bye.
Thank ya.